Hi. How are you, Cindy?
Good, hi.
You ever done anything like this before in a van like this?
No.
First time.
Must say it's my first time.
How are you?
I'm okay. Sorry I'm late. It's been a hectic month.
Okay, I know. Jeez, your
I've
whole
already
life
done, like-
must be like full on all the time.
Yeah, 3 interviews today.
3 of them.
Yeah, so far.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's
I
amazing.
still have 2 more after this.
With who you getting interviewed by?
Al Sharpton.
Al Sharpton's gonna call you?
Well, yeah, he has a radio show.
Oh my gosh.
And some Newswire service or something, I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
So who did you talk to today?
Tom Hartman.
Oh, Tom.
A show from Detroit. And NPR here on Nantucket.
Is this typical for you? I mean, you come out here and then look at all these interviews, but
Yeah, usually I do lots of interviews. Yeah.
yeah,
Not usually 5 or 6 a day, but you know.
right.
So I'm speaking or interviewing or
Right.
traveling or writing, you know. When I'm awake. Only when I'm awake though.
What brought you to Nantucket though? What was the event?
The Nantucket Peace group. I was just going to turn my phone to invited me to come speak, and I spoke at the Unitarian Church last night.
How was that?
It was great.
And what
I signed books afterwards.
you did?
and
So I got to tell you, I purposely did not research you at all because I know that a lot of people will be interested to see who you are, just as I am. Just I only know you by what the media's shown us, and the fact that you went to the president's house and camped out and protested. So bear with me. First, my deepest condolences. I know you must get that every time, but I mean, how do you start it?
Yeah,
it's terrible. I'm an ex-military guy myself, so so what did you talk about last night? I mean, why are you
What did I talk
here?
about?
Yeah.
Well, I don't write my speeches, and I don't, write notes. I just always speak extemporaneously, but it's always about how the war is illegal and immoral, how our troops shouldn't be there. They never should have been there in the first place. My son Casey should still be alive. So many people should still be alive. And how since we know, and there has been since I started this quest, there's been so many convincing proofs that this war is wrong and was based on lies, that our troops should come home. And, that somebody should be held accountable for what went on. And that's usually my message. And I just started a fast.
I heard about that.
Day.
The third day.
Day 3.
How are you feeling?
I feel pretty good.
Have you ever done that before?
I've never done anything like this before. But talked about the fast and how people in America really need to go out of their comfort zones. President Eisenhower said that when the people of the world want peace, the governments better get out of the way. And I know the people of the world want peace, but how are the governments going to know if we don't tell them? So this is just another way of telling the governments that we are willing to sacrifice something for peace.
Okay, let's get on the road.
And what is this interview for?
Well, it's for my channel.
What channel do you have?
Channel 17. It's here on Nantucket.
Is it like a public access thing?
It's a least access channel, actually.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, it's unusual, and it's my own channel.
Wow.
Which is kind of cool.
It's the Gino channel.
It is the Gino channel.
What do you call it?
Well, it's Channel 17, but Gino TV is really what I do.
I love it.
Yeah, and I think I brought some cards for you anyway. Let me make sure that I got a good... Yeah, you look great. You're from Texas originally?
No, I'm from California.
Oh, California.
Yeah.
And so, tell me a little bit about your life, your past life. I mean, you were born in California.
My past life, or one of my past lives.
Okay. Exactly.
You can tell I'm from California.
So you're from California.
Yeah, I was born in Inglewood, California in 1957. As a matter of fact, my birthday's coming up. It's July 10th.
Wonderful.
And I grew up in Bellflower, California, which is a suburb of Los Angeles. And I graduated from high school in 1975. I went to UCLA. I have 4 kids. Casey was my oldest. I have another daughter, Carly. I have a daughter, Carly, who's now 25. A son, Andy, who's now 22, and a daughter, Janie, who's 20 years old. They all live in Vacaville, California, which is in Northern California.
Right.
The 2 youngest ones live with their dad still, and my oldest daughter, Carly, is she goes to the University of Davis, and she is majoring in history like her mom did. And so anyway, my kids live all in Vacaville. I have a place where my stuff stays in Berkeley because I travel about at least 27 days out of the month. I'm on the road.
Were you a teacher?
I taught, while I was going to school, I taught math because even though I majored in history, I took a lot of math. So for about a semester, I taught math at a Catholic high school. But my major career, since my kids were born, was I was a Catholic youth minister for 8 years. That was my major job. That was the longest job I ever had, and that was a great job and a fun job and a meaningful job. And now my job is to be a peace activist.
And do you get paid to be a peace activist?
You know, sometimes I get a stipend. Sometimes the stipend, most of the time, the stipend goes to my organization, Gold Star Families for Peace. I require very little when I travel. The people who invite me to travel pay for my way, and they pay for my lodging, and you know, mostly my food and stuff like that. So I really require very little money. I have I live out of a suitcase, you know, and I have a small apartment in Berkeley that I live with 2 peace activists who gave me this apartment. I don't pay any rent. So, you know, I don't...
How do you like doing it?
I love doing it.
You do?
I love it. I just really feel like, besides the fact that I wish I wasn't doing it, you know, I wish my son was alive.
Right.
I wish that George Bush hadn't embarked on this misadventure in Iraq. But apart from that, I really think that I have set out on my life path.